I interviewed many women from the age of 65 to 75. Amongst one of these women, there was one who was 72. She told me that she had never seen her vagina. She had washed it, but never intentionally had she touched it. At the age of 72, she had never had an orgasm. She went to a therapist who told her to go home by herself. She told me she went home, she lit some candles, she turned on some music, and she went down on herself. She told me that it took her an hour because she had arthritis. But when she finally found her clitoris, she cried. I wrote this piece for her.
Down there? Whew, I haven't been down there since 1953. No, it had nothing to do with Eisenhower. No, trust me, you don't want to go down there. It's damn clammy, smells like mildew, gets onto your clothes. What? No, I can't talk to you about down there. It's like the cellar down there. Sometimes you can hear the pipes rumble. Little animals get caught there from time to time. And well, sometimes it gets wet. And all you can do is send someone down there to plug up the leaks. Otherwise, the door should remain shut. But there was no accident down there. I mean, it didn't explode or catch on fire or anything like that. I mean, it wasn't so dramatic. What's a smart girl like you going around asking old ladies about their down theres for? We did not do this kind of thing in my time, I'll tell you. Well, there was this boy, Andy Lefkov. He was so good looking and tall, like me. It's quite the catch. That's what they used to call him in my day. And I'll never forget that day when he asked me out on a date in his brand new white Chevy Bel Air. I remember the whole time while I was there, I was thinking, my legs, too long for the seat. My knees kept crashing against the dashboard when suddenly Andy grabbed me and kissed me in this take it by control, like they do in the movies kind of way. And well, I got excited. I got very excited. And there was a flood down there. This river of life, this passion of force just pouring out of me, right through my panties and onto the car seat. Well, it wasn't pee, and it wasn't smelly, but Andy said, it smelled like sour milk, and it was stinking up his car seat. He called me a stinky, weird girl. I remember after he drove me home that day, I decided nothing to do down there, nothing else. The door will stay shut. I used to have crazy dreams, though, dopey dreams. Why? Burt Reynolds. That man did not do a thing for me in life, but it was always in my dreams. Burt and I. We'd be out in one of those restaurants, the really fancy ones, like that you see in Atlantic City, with the huge chandeliers and all the waiters wearing their white vests everywhere. He'd bring me an orchid corsage that I'd pin into my blazer. And then we'd be sitting there and laughing the whole night, and it would always be Burt and I, eating our jumbo shrimp and laughing. When suddenly he'd lean forward to kiss me, and then the whole restaurant would start to shake. And then pigeons would come from underneath the table. Not sure why the pigeons were there. And then it would all just pour and pour. And there would be little fish and little boats. And there would be Burt standing waist deep in it, looking at me, disappointed, horrified that I'd done it again. And then he'd watch his friends, Dean Martin and the likes, just passing by in their tuxedos and their nightgowns. Well, I don't have those dreams anymore. Not since they took just about everything that has to do with down there. Got the uterus, the tubes, the whole works removed. It's kind of overrated anyways. I enjoy other things. I watch dog shows. I sell antiques. Excuse me? What would it wear? What kind of question is that, what would it wear? It would wear a sign, closed due to flooding. What? What would it say? I told you. It's not a thing that speaks, it's a place. A bad place. A place where you don't go. You happy? You got an old lady to talk about these things. Well, I do have to tell you, you are the very first person I ever talked to about anything about this. And I have to admit, I do feel a bit better.